This is number 71 of the Barry M. This is the Harvey. He's about to knock everything off. Sit down, you. You'll get your moment. Come on, sit. Good boy. So what I've done is I have mixed this in the cap. I've wetted my brush, just in a tiny bit of water, dabbed off any excess, then dabbed it in the fine glitter dust and started to mix it in the cap into a little paste. So that's done. It's kind of lump free is how you want it, not too thin, and then you want to start to dab it all over the eye. And you might get a bit of a shock as to how it comes out. But this is our base colour. So we're going to put colour over the top of this as well. Oh, I love this. I think that's why I like using pigments, because you get such a huge colour payoff like this. Gorgeous. And just make the shape that's appropriate for your eye. For me, I'm just going to come slightly above the crease and out. Now I'll show you how I mixed that. I've got a little cap of water here. I normally just pop the brush in, tap it off onto the back of my hand as well, and then dab it in the fine glitter dust, pop it in the cap, and mix it up into a fine smooth paste, which will then pop all over the eyelid. You could wear this on its own, it's stupendously good. And I think I've probably said this before, but if you have put on foundation and then pressed powder onto your eyelids, it won't crease. But you can use a primer, like Shadow Insurance, Too Faced Shadow Insurance, or Urban Decay. I sometimes use Urban Decay if I'm not wearing any foundation, just to keep my eye makeup in check. Just make sure they're the same shape. That looks about right. Oh, and it feels so nice. And just sort of pat it down, make sure you've got a nice even layer. And I've still got some in the cap, but it doesn't matter. You can just go straight back on top of the lid, it won't go anywhere. Now, you can wait a moment for that to dry and then start stippling on your other colours. So now we're going to take a small brush and fine glitter dust number 13, which is a silver with flecks of blue in it. So pick some up on a small brush, tap off the excess and just pop it on the inner corner and just blend things. You kind of still want to see a bit of the oranginess underneath, and just give it a really good blend. Same on the other side. This is beautiful. I think I'm going to call this like a Mardi Gras look, because that's coming up next week, I think. So if you are lucky enough to be in New Orleans, you might be going to this, a Mardi Gras parade. And you might want to dress up like this. Now pop a bit on the inner corner underneath. And a tiny stripe under the eyebrow as a highlight. This stuff also works really well wet. You don't get as much fallout, but it's difficult to blend the two wet shadows, so start with it dry, and then as you go underneath like this, maybe wet it a little. The last colour we're going to use is number 34 in Barry M, which is a beautiful deep purple. Take a fairly fluffy brush with this one, no need to wet it. Load up, tap off excess, push it into the cap a little to force it up so it doesn't all come out at you. And then pop it on the outer corner. And you're literally just dabbing, because you don't want to disturb the orange too much, and use this brush to blend. And then I'm just dabbing, tiny sort of dabbing motions, and then running it along the lash line. And smoking it out like that. Do it again on the other side. So on the outer V, we're just dabbing, doing a tiny bit of blending really lightly. Inner corner. And lash line. And now finish off with some black eyeliner on the lower waterline. Like this. And on the top. Really close. And give it a lovely wing out. Really helps frame the eyes. Fake blushes wouldn't go amiss. Make sure you go on the upper waterline as well. Just to be absolutely sure. You get all of the stuff in between, so you look like you have lovely full lashes. Whap on some of your favourite mascara. Now, to finish this look, I'm going to take some lip gloss. This is Tangerine Twist. So I'm going to pop some on the back of my hand. Put it on the lips. It's a beautiful orangey colour. And very glossy. Works perfectly with this look. I have a sort of apricot blush here, so you want something with a little sort of bit of orange in it. There you go, I wonder if you can see that. Just going to pop that on the cheeks. Sweep off any excess, but actually a bit of glitter has fallen onto my cheek and it looks kind of cool, so Anna loves it. There you go, there's our look. I hope you like it. Bye bye. Ow! I always get my ear caught in there. Ah. It's better. Whew. Okay.